Hello and welcome to the recap show. This is the season finale of Drag Race All Stars Season 10. And what a season we have had, people. So, how's everybody doing today?
Happy that this is the last episode.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. And of course, one, all in different squares today. And then also, we have a special guest host today. We have brought back for those that watched earlier in the season, he sat in when Ronald and I were moving. So, welcome back. How you doing?
I'm doing very well. Thank you very much. And before we get started, once again, I have to say thank you for allowing me in your space once again. I thought that the way TJ made it sound after our last episode, I didn't think I was ever going to hear from you guys again. I'm glad that is not the case. So,
No, man. I think we're going to have you come on as much as you want to in the future.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Well, listen, this has been a very interesting Drag Race All-Star season. I'm happy the way it ended, and we'll get into that a little bit. But before we get started, we always got to start with the drag names. And I'm going to give our special co-host the first dibs.
Lord.
My drag name is Blacka the Berry.
Yes. And because O and I are family, mine is Sweeta the Juice.
Lord.
Now the spellings will be different, so just look down below to see the spellings.
My God.
So he is
My God.
Black of the Berry, and I am Sweeta the Juice.
Okay.
Woo! Okay.
Come on now, y'all gotta try to top that. Try to top that.
Ronald seems like he is tired of it already. We just got
He's
started.
always tired
Jesus.
of. Listen, he knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My husband loves me.
No words.
Wow. Okay.
Well,
So you're tolerated is what you really say.
You have to. You ain't got a choice.
I have no choice.
No choice.
We're locked into
No
it.
choice.
So
Okay, I dig it.
you
I dig
know,
it.
It is
I'm
what it
not
is.
bad at it.
So, for this last episode, I wanted to make sure I gave the people something they can feel in the back of their throat. So, today, I am hot sake.
Hot sauce.
Okay, I like that.
Okay, that's not where I thought you were
I
going.
like that.
Neither I.
Okay.
But
Okay.
it's cute though. It's cute though.
It is.
Cute.
It is.
It is
Mhm.
cute. Okay. Yeah, I definitely thought you were going a different direction.
Mm.
I
I gotta keep it PG.
Oh well, I will
Do
not.
you?
I mean,
I won't be doing that today. Now, one of these names I've used already, but I can't remember which one. But they're both very similar. I think I'm gonna choose the one that I'm pretty sure I did not use. My name is Connie Lingus.
you've used it
No,
before.
you have.
I've done that one.
I believe you've used it before.
Okay.
Maybe not
Well, I
on
did-
this season, but
Uh-huh.
I'm pretty sure you've used it before.
So I'm either Connie or Annie Lingus today.
Jesus. Okay.
Okay.
Which would you like more?
Me,
Yeah.
Annie, of course.
Okay, so we'll do that one.
I don't know anything about Connie. I don't know anything about her. I know nothing about her.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Annie, so the question is, Annie, are you okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm liking the all the names and all the things. I don't know. Let's reflect a little bit on this season of Drag Race before we get into the looks and the lip sync of it
Mhm.
all.
Okay.
What are your thoughts? And I'm gonna give our guest co-host the first dibs.
Very good.
This season, I after our conversation with TJ a while back, I tried to play catch up. My daughter would not allow me not to finish season 9 and then go to season 10 before I started watching this season of All Stars. So I'm maybe 4 or 5 episodes in. However, with that being said, one of the things that I liked the most, and it seems as though a lot of people didn't like it, I like Ginger a lot more than I thought I would. And there was a lot of personality. And I think that this season, prior to other seasons, she's shown more of that personality. And I think that's part of what I like. All the outfits, I can't say that I agreed with or that I liked, I should say. But when you TJ knows this. I said, if you're not going to come out there and be as ostentatious as you possibly can with your outfit, your personality has to carry the other portion of the weight. And she has
Yeah.
a lot of personality, and I enjoyed that a lot. Also, I went into the season not knowing who Isabel Brooks was. TJ put me on, and he was 100% on the money. I was like, ugh. They could have left her off from Jump Street, but I think they needed it for the show to move the way it was moving. But they could have done without her, in my opinion. So
Okay.
that's how I like the season. It was pretty good.
Okay.
I
Okay.
agree. I just have a observation I'd like to point out. Blacka, what, you said you started Drag Race at season 9.
Yeah. So when we had that conversation, I said I didn't know where to start from, so I started
Yeah.
from season 9.
Sweeta, when did you start Drag Race? Was it season 12?
No.
You started Jada's season, so season
Yeah,
12.
which was
Yes.
what? Oh, what's 12? Okay.
Season 12.
Yeah.
So this straight man is outdoing you on Drag Race. Is all, I'm just pointing out.
No.
I'm just pointing out.
See, you know what?
No.
He's been watching.
But
He's
hold
been
on,
watching too much of Isabella, and that's why he came in
No.
here trying to be messy to the mother.
But see, you know what? This is why our community can't get along.
Your partner is sipping tea and not saying anything.
No,
No,
I was going
No,
to speak
'cause
my
here's-
piece. I've had him start from season 1. We did start watching
Exactly.
season 1.
Yes, and I've watched little bits and pieces of different seasons throughout Drag Race because I've been kind of like filming it. Like once like I get to know one of their drag queens, I'll go back and watch a couple of episodes from their different seasons. So I've seen quite a lot. I haven't seen full seasons, but like from 12 on, I've seen them all
Oh,
because we watched together.
Okay.
Don't do
So
that.
you're the one that dragged him into watching them. All.
I did.
80 bitch.
Okay.
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
It's a you know what though? It's required watching in our household.
Yeah,
No,
he came,
okay.
he came into this knowing that I watched Drag Race.
Yeah.
I've watched
Yeah.
Drag Race.
And you know what? To be honest with you, when we started dating, you know, what I loved was that I was kind of like thrusted into all of gay culture because you know, I wasn't.
That was a
there.
double entendre, but I'm gonna let that go. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Hello.
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 I don't think he even realized what he said.
No,
I don't
no,
even
no,
think
I,
he
no,
did
no,
either.
no, 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 I do. No, and I'm being honest when I said it because like I really wasn't a part of the community. You know, I was suppressed and kind of withdrawn from it. And you know, even like TJ and Rex, we had these conversations about like, you know, how would I do something like this? You know, what's my comfort level? You know, that type of stuff. You know, a lot of times when you're not fully out and hiding who you are as a person, it's hard to embrace everything that the community has to offer. So, you know, once I met Ronald and dating him, I had to dive in head first because there's no way I could be with someone if I can't allow myself to be fully engulfed in him, in myself, and everything else that's going on around us. If that makes sense.
Can I ask a question then?
Yeah.
Prior to us starting, we were having a conversation, you and I,
Mhm.
Chris, and you said that you were the baby gay of the group.
Yeah.
And I'm going to presume, as you said, you jump into the community, you're finally becoming your true and authentic self. Are there things about the community that you ultimately say that, yeah, I know that's part of the community, but that's not for me? So
I haven't.
the reason why I asked that is just in case you if you meet a gay person, a gay man specifically, and he's like, this drag race thing is not for me. Would they
All right,
be
so-
No,
ostracized?
I don't think
No,
drag is for
no.
everybody, whether
No,
they
it's
be
not.
whether they be in the community or not. I know plenty of gays who don't like drag, who don't like the art of drag, just because it's just
Yeah.
not their thing.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, so it's not a gay thing per se, and drag itself is not a
Yeah.
gay thing. There are plenty
Yeah.
of people hate this word, but there are plenty of cis het people who enjoy drag.
The
So
woman on the
Yes.
it's
silver
it's
screw.
Yeah.
So yeah.
yeah, drag, as Ruth says, drag is for everybody. Everybody,
It truly
yeah.
is. It truly is.
So
But to answer your question, I fully embrace everything. And if there's someone that comes up and says, "Oh, I'm not interested," like, okay, that's a personal choice. It has nothing to do with being gay, straight, bi, trans. It has nothing to do with that. Um, but I know for me, like, I fully became the person I was meant to be when I met him. um and surrounding myself with like-minded people, and then also not distancing myself from all the people that I have always been around. I just like completely engulf myself with just everyone, because you know what, being straight or gay is not about, I mean, yes, there's sexuality to it, but it's really about the human person, you know, that what's important. And it doesn't matter who you lay down next to, it's about how you treat other people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry, I didn't mean to derail it from the
No,
it's
topic.
no,
okay.
no, I
Dragon
this
done
is,
got us deep into.
but I think that's what this platform allows us to do. Drag. There's just so much going on in politics, and drag, and drag race in libraries and stuff like that. Like, people are not trying to indoctrinate your kids. You let your kids watch scandalous TV on HBO, and they have access to straight porn and all that other stuff. So don't try to come for people who are just loving on one another. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna press pause
Well,
because I'm gonna have to reel Chris in because once he gets going.
yeah,
Baby,
yeah,
you go.
So, what did we think of the
You go.
season so far? What did TJ?
So TJ, yeah,
Annie?
you're up.
What do you think of this season?
I'm
Yes,
so glad
Andy,
you know
what did
your
you think?
husband. I'm so glad you know your husband. That's what you're supposed to know your husband. You're supposed to know your husband. Um. So overall, okay, I think the best way I can describe it is by giving it perhaps a grade. So from A to F, I would say a C plus.
Mm.
Like it was middle of the road to me from start to finish. I recall when we knew who the contestants were going to be before the season even started, I was already I was already
they,
unenthused.
they coming for you.
I know, child. They finally found the bodies. Um, I,
Plural.
yeah, I was unenthused when I heard who the cast was. I was unenthused for most of the whole season. It had a couple of moments that were like, "Oh, this is nice," and then of course, Mistress being on here really
Oh,
just tanked the whole thing for me.
wah, wah, wah.
Unfortunately, she was most of the conversation of the season,
She
though, which
was.
I'm assuming is probably that was her whole game. That was her whole motive.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, overall, I would give it like a C. It was okay. I said I don't know how many weeks ago. This is the
What
season that
happened to the plus?
Oh, see, yeah, sure. Um, I said this is going to be the season that Ginger wins, and spoiler alert, she won. Which is no surprise to me because how many times can a queen come back before she actually wins? We just pretty much saw it with Alyssa, who won Global All Stars. She's done 2 or 3 All Stars herself. She did her original season, so I'm just like, so yeah, I'll give it a C plus.
Okay. Babe, what about you?
Well, I feel like that was generous.
All right. All right.
I honestly, in the words of men on film, hated it. I absolutely hated this season. I'm not even going to, like, I can't even
Wow.
sugarcoat it. Like, it
Mm.
was a hard watch for me. I was kind of like just ready for it to be over. It was very much, once Ginger entered the scene, it was very much, okay, this is Ginger's um season to win. And I'm not taking anything away from her because she was really talented. She deserved to win. But the bracket system, as we said in a previous episode, I think it would work better on a regular season as opposed to All Stars. And this cast, as you said, Annie, this cast just wasn't giving All Stars vibes. Really, like I was
Mhm.
unenthused about the cast. Um, I just it was not their best season. Even the finale, the episode was just kind of womp womp womp. Like there was nothing special about it whatsoever. Like I just
Yeah,
if I was on the brink of no longer watching the show, this one kind of makes me teeter even closer to the edge of okay, I'm out.
I'm with you.
Um yeah, I didn't like this season at all, if I'm being 100% honest. And then the mistress of it all made it worse. It made it 100% worse. So
Yeah. So you give it an F, basically.
I would give it an I for incomplete.
Oh,
Not an I.
so wait, they gotta come to summer school?
Baby, they got to repeat.
Child, they gotta go to night classes. They gotta
Jesus.
make up this grade in some kind of way
They got to
because
get tutors.
Wow. So they
Yeah.
better take this show on the road and make it
Damn.
happen.
this season just was not it. It
So
wasn't
what was the
there.
most glaring part then, besides Mistress? What was the most glaring part that made you say, "Nah, I'm not in it"?
I was just bored. Honestly, there was nothing special about it. There's not one episode where I can be like, okay, that was a really good episode. There's not one.
That's true.
I was bored.
Well, here's my take on it. And we've had this discussion throughout this entire season. Um, I think that the points that you two have made are really valid, and especially for veterans of the show, people who have been watching it from day one in all the series around the world. It was like a lackluster compared to some of the other seasons. Um, if I'm gonna grade it on a curve, I would want to try to give it a B minus, but I think for me, honestly, it's probably just a C. I would agree with you, TJ. I felt as though they were grasping at straws to like make the season interesting, and I agree that this season and how they did the brackets really does work for a regular season because this that is a great way to get to know
Yeah.
the new queens
Yeah.
because we don't know anything about them. Whereas All Stars, you know these people, everything should be elevated. It's All Stars, like there needs to be a certain level, and I just don't think that they met the bar this season. You know, um, we watch it together, and I would always watch. I, what was your name again this week,
Me?
Ronald? Yeah,
Oh, hot sake.
Hot Sake. Yeah, when I watch it with Hot Sake, I can tell that he wasn't really happy to watch this season. I'm always asking him, "Are you okay?" Like this,
Mm.
it's just like a deer in headlights glazed over type of look.
It was disinterest. Like,
I know, I
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So, and I kind of feels that a lot of people felt that way about this season. And like, I think even the judges were bored because like some of the things that they were just nitpicking, I was like, well, why are you even pointing that out? Like, that's not what we should be judging on. It's like the littlest things.
Yeah, for me it was the lackluster cast. Because like I said, no, like I wasn't excited really to see any of these queens return.
Yeah.
Um over all of the seasons, none of these are like my favorites or ones that I would like to have seen,
They're not
come back.
standouts to you.
No, none, not a one.
Well, see, and that's another. Let me just interrupt real quick. That's another thing. I think that the season was doomed for you guys, especially when the cast got revealed, because
Yep.
um, I remember when the rumors came out and you guys were like, I think this is who they're going to be. And it ended up turning out to be that. You guys were completely turned off by it from right
100%.
there. And I think that that does a lot to set up a season if the people that you really want to be interested in aren't interested. But then that also goes back to another point that I made earlier that I really don't think that these seasons are for you guys anymore. It's really about bringing in new people that don't really know Drag Race necessarily and are seeing this for the first or second time, and they're the ones that are excited about seeing this.
But it's like I said to you the other day too. I don't think that's a fair assessment because if something is good, if something is genuinely good, it should just be good regardless of seasoned audiences and new audiences. We should be able to just enjoy it for what it was, and it's
Right,
just
but
not enjoyable.
you're comparing it to other seasons
I'm not comparing it to other seasons. There was nothing to
because
compare it to.
you have references, they don't. You know what I mean?
Well, okay. So I as y'all were just talking, my brain came up with a conspiracy theory as it tends to do.
Okay.
What if, because all of these queens are not the most exciting, with the exception of Mistress, what if production got with Mistress and was like, "Bitch, we gonna need you to do your thing on this season because unfortunately
We got to get this season out, and
it,
we need you to do the
and
heavy
we
lifting.
know that you can do it. We know that you the
I
bitch that
wouldn't be.
can do it."
I
What
wouldn't be
if they took her
surprised.
to the side and was like, "Okay, this is what's gonna happen. We need you to do your thing." I can see that happening actually because she was egregious. She was egregious this entire season, and it makes me
As
not want to believe that someone can act that way.
as someone who is new to all of this, right? I really don't have a barometer or anything to really compare it to, except for the previous regular seasons that I had watched. So even
Mhm.
watching the All Stars, I was like, oh, okay. I honestly thought that the bracket thing was something that had been done for a while until I started going down the rabbit hole and seeing that this was fresh and new or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, to TJ's point, Mistress was just over the top.
Hmm.
And the only thing I could really think was, if this is what all the All Star seasons are like, that they have somebody who was just that ultra over the top, I
Mm-mm.
don't know if I can
Mm-mm.
really get into the All Star seasons. I'll just
Mm-mm.
watch the seasons where they bring fresh faces in and try to make a name for themselves. And just as an aside, it's funny. I started with season 9, and then my daughter and my son and I, we were watching Ironheart on Disney Plus, and Shea Coulee is one of the main characters in the
Hmm.
show. So we're like looking at each other like, oh, we know who that is. We got kind of excited because you're able to put the pieces together. You see these fresh faces, and they've made a name for themselves.
Hmm.
But I don't know necessarily if I would have had that type of comfort or excitement if I had started with an all-star season like 10, with Mistress being like the primary focal point. Now, I got to
Yeah.
ask you guys a question, because I was reading it as I'm going through the rabbit hole. It's kind of a juxtaposition. It's weird. It said that the season's fans' favorite contestant this season was was Ginger, but that
Mhm.
also the the contestant that pissed fans off the most because they felt that she didn't deserve the attention, was Ginger. Like, there's polls that if you look at it, I was
Mm.
kind of confused. I was like, how can she be the fans' favorite, but also be the person that fans really kind of didn't think deserved to get all of the, because based on the number of challenges that she had won. So, what do you guys think about that?
Honestly, I haven't seen that particular poll, but I have been seeing a lot of contention at the fact that Ginger won. Like nobody really seems to be happy or excited that she won. Like
Really?
even like like even queens from the show. I saw a post that Roxy put up, and she was like, nothing against, Ginger or whatever, but when is a Latino going to win? Um, g- yes.
Sorry, I have to interrupt you on that point because I saw that too.
Hmm.
Before I saw that, I saw a article by People, I think People magazine. The headline was RuPaul's Drag Race has made history, and it went on to say the first Latinx queen won, and that Latinx queen is Ginger, and they went on to say that she's part Puerto Rican.
Is she?
I don't know, but I'm like, wait, what? They said she's half Puerto Rican, half Irish. I was like, since when?
Since when?
Since when?
That
So
article's
I
kind of
know
wild because I went through a whole bunch of stuff and I didn't see not one mention anything about being Puerto Rican.
that's what she has never said that. So I'm wondering, like, People Magazine,
Where's your
is,
source? What's your
what are y'all?
source?
Where are y'all getting this from? And if it's true,
Alternative facts.
what? I'm
That is
like,
the
wait,
world we are living in.
what? I had to make sure I was reading it right. I was like, Ginger Minge, part Puerto Rican.
No bueno.
Yeah.
But then I'm
No,
thinking,
no.
like, wait, what is Ginger's real name? I don't know Ginger's real name. So,
Let's see.
They're about to find out.
because I'm like, wait, what? Because to me, that is the whitest woman ever. She is white.
I don't
Ginger's
know.
name
Joshua
is Joshua Allen
Allen Eads.
Eads.
Yeah.
Eads.
Eads? What's it?
Yeah.
How's it spelled?
EADS.
EADS. Yeah.
EADS.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know. I have no idea, but it was wild to me to hear that. Sorry, I interrupted. Go continue on, Miss Hot.
Um, I just I don't even remember what we were saying. Oh,
Um,
yeah, no. Yeah, I've seen like from the fans and then other queens and stuff have just everybody prefaces it by saying not to take anything away from Ginger, but you know, other somebody else could have won. A lot of people were upset. A lot of people were actually rooting for Bosco. They wanted to be like a Bosco and like Irene type of situation. So I've been seeing a lot of contention that Ginger won.
This is why I don't like the lip sync battle royal type of thing, because it could be like you could either get the wrong song, you might not know the song, or if you were doing well the entire season and then you have one flub during the lip sync, then you're knocked out. It's kind of not fair. That's why I like the regular season how they do it. Um,
Case in point,
I
Silky
Yes,
when she
yeah.
knocked out
Oh
all
yeah,
those
that
girls.
is a perfect example
still pissed me
during her
off.
season. Because I think Ginger definitely should have been there. I don't believe that Georgia should have been in the not to take anything away from her, but I don't know if she should have been that finalist up against Ginger.
I
She should
agree.
have. I agree too.
I agree
Yeah.
because there is one lip sync that I don't know how she won. I do not know how she won. When they said she won, I was shocked.
The first one when she didn't even take the dress off, like it was in the first bracket.
No, it was. I think it was the second bracket. It was her and Aja.
Oh yeah, I just should have won.
Aja won. To me, Aja won that. So when they
Yeah.
said George's won, my mouth dropped to the floor because I just knew for a fact that she had won that. That was crazy to me.
That's that RuPaul. Just love her little tiny Georges.
Yeah, man.
Apparently.
All right. Well, listen. I think we've beaten this dead horse. Let's take a look at some of these looks.
They
Okay,
didn't
so
really have any looks, really. They just did the lip syncs, right?
that's what we got.
Yeah.
We got lip syncs.
Come on. Let's see the bitches.
Does anybody know the bracket who went first? Because I didn't think to
It
do
was
that.
it was Ginger and Carrie.
All right,
Yeah, it was
Ginger
1 in
versus
10,
Carrie.
1 in 8.
Yeah. So Ginger versus Carrie.
Carrie. Okay, and they did "Disease" by Lady Gaga. Here we go.
I'm disappointed that she did not let her hair down. She had like nothing. She could have did more.
Yeah, that's what I think a lot of people are saying. Like, and it looked like she may have had like at least one other reveal, and so she
Yeah,
did not do any of that.
that is the mistake that a lot of these queens make. Like, you're anticipating, all right, well, let me not do all my reveals at once, because what if I do make it to the next round? But what if you don't go to the next round? Then now you've just lost,
Yeah.
and you haven't shown this reveal that you have.
Sure advantage. Yeah.
Yep.
You gotta pull out all the stops every single time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because clearly, yeah. And so actually, to me, I was very disappointed with her top because when she took off the whatever it was, the jacket or whatever, I was like, "Is this a velvet top? Why is it velvet? What are you doing?"
What's that, velour?
What's going on? And so I was hoping she would take that off. But yeah, she never did. She never let her hair down. I'm just like, girl, what are you doing?
Like, she didn't give body. Like, come on, girl. You gave a little
thank
bit of face, but you did
are
not give
Carrie,
body.
You're Carrie Colby. Like, what? Okay.
She lost that one on her own.
She did, but that's why I don't think she was ever going to progress, very far. Because I mean, what it must be like to be gone for I don't know how many weeks, and then to be brought back, and
Just to
then
lose.
your first lip sync, you're gonna. I'm like, but then
But
also they did
that
Raider
seems to
Queen,
be
and
the
she was
trend.
the last one. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
moving on. All right, who was the second?
I have no idea. Just pick
Oh,
somebody.
we're just gonna go.
Maybe,
All right.
no, Ginger Mint. Ginger.
No, Ginger and Carrie did it. Yeah.
Yeah, but who was
Oh, did
who
they
won that
show?
one?
Yeah.
Oh, did you not see it?
I didn't see the Ginger part. It's fine. Go ahead.
Oh,
I
okay.
missed it.
All right, Irene and Lydia.
Oh.
Yeah, this
Lit-
was.
I guess that said it all. Oh,
Oh, she
child.
fell?
You missed it?
You didn't see that part?
She played it off though. She
What?
played it
Yeah.
off though.
Why did I not
She
realize
played it off
How
though.
do you miss it?
She played it off though. Because when I saw it, I was like, Yeah, that wasn't
Ooh,
intentional. She played it
ooh.
off though.
I saw her on the ground. Like I saw Carson's reaction, but I didn't pay attention to the fact that she.
You must have looked away at that moment or
He
Yeah,
something.
must have, because
yeah,
I noticed. I was like, oh, she
Yeah.
fell, and Carson clocked her on it. His
Yeah,
face
he
was
noticed.
represented
I
it
mean,
all.
everybody noticed.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Um, yeah, she didn't play it off very well, though. She really didn't. We've seen much better trip and fall and play it off.
yeah.
Um,
She
uh,
slid.
she took a tumble.
Yeah,
Scarlett took a tumble. So yeah, that was not. It was not that good. I will say though that Irene looked amazing. The way Irene paints, girl. So I have said several times that once you get on All Stars one time, if you don't win it, that's it. I would not seeing Irene again. Irene entertained me this season, and she's pleasantly surprised me this season. Um, but I think I would like to see more. So yeah, this was Lydia and Irene. Lydia does well in the lip sync, obviously, because she's the one that progressed further. Lydia does very well.
yeah. Any thoughts, guys?
I'm with TJ. I like Irene. I also like. I think in terms of like just presentation between Irene and Acid Betty.
Uh,
The, the,
Uh,
those were the two that I was like I wanted to see more of. And like I said, I've already told you guys why I like seeing a lot of. I like the ostentatiousness of it all, the
Mhm.
presentation, the pageantry of it all. I don't. If I'm going to watch drag, I don't want to see you just come through passive. I want you to
you want to see the
make a statement.
fantasy?
I want
you want to see drag.
every
Yeah,
single bit of it,
high,
every single bit of it.
high drag.
Drag,
You
yes.
know what? I am so with you though. The two queens that I would like to have seen more out of were Irene and Acid Betty. I want to see more Acid Betty runway, which is kind of crazy because I didn't pay that much attention to her on her original season,
Mm.
but on this one I was like, "Oh, you're creating some big crazy
Yeah,
stuff." I would love to see more of that, but yeah, unfortunately, that was not to be.
Okay.
All right, moving on. We have Georges and Aja. Um,
Yeah,
yeah,
Aja
I
definitely
actually,
won this.
yeah, I believe she deserves to win. She had a good reveal. I think that she just really progressed throughout the entire season. My comment about Jordan is I'm tired of seeing the same old shit from her every friggin' time. It's like season after season, lipstick after lipstick. It's literally the same thing she's doing. She is flinging herself around stage like a rag doll, swinging her hair like she in a jungle. I mean, girl, give me something different.
please. That once
I
again, I
honestly
knew
don't know how she made it to the end. To be honest with you,
me either.
that thing got played. That stick got played out by the third, fourth episode. I was kind of done with it.
It's very obvious that Rue just likes her for whatever reason, so he's going to constantly rate her high. He's going to make sure she gets to the end of something.
Yep.
Do you think it's part personality though too? Because personality sells. They got to have people come back to watch the show. It's one of the reasons why
No,
they brought Mistress back. So
so here, hold on, before we go, TJ.
Hmm.
I said earlier in the season that I was very disappointed in Georgia. It's like I loved her in her original season, and I loved her when we went to go see the show live in Maryland, and I got a chance to meet her, and I took a photo with her and everything, and I generally liked her. But then, like, this whole mistress thing, let me tell you something. When I get soured towards a person, like, I'm done. Like, Georgia's dead to me. Like, you know what I mean?
Jesus.
And it's
Right.
it's the it's the it's the attitude when
Mm.
you treat people in that manner, it completely turns me off. I don't care how pretty or gorgeous or drop dead gorgeous you think you are. When you have a stank attitude, everything about you is ugly, and that's just how I feel about her now. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not taking away from her talents and her skills because she's a talented artist. She paints really well. She looks really nice, and for the most part, she dresses phenomenal. But the attitude and her aligning herself with Mistress, because it's always true what they say: be careful the company that you keep, because people will judge you off of that. And I completely judge her off of her relationship or how she, um, her and Mistress just kind of hung, and they did this even because Mistress would not be there if she did not do the dirty, underhanded things that she did in this season. She wouldn't, because it was proven when she came back, they stripped her of all the points. She
Yeah,
couldn't hold a candle to these other girls.
that's
She didn't
correct.
even compare. And the thing about it is, she came back. She had lost all the weight, and kudos to her. And she looked good. She looked healthy. But that does not negate the fact that you are a nasty person.
Mm.
All the other work you did means nothing. And I get off my soapbox with that.
So for me, when I think about my, I guess you can call it dislike for George's. When I think about that in the context of this season, I don't even think about the situation with Mistress. The reason for that is I truly do not think George's is smart enough to realize what she was truly doing. I truly think she was just going along with Mistress, knowing it was kind of gonna cause some shit. But
You don't really think that she understood that she was benefiting from that relationship at
no,
all?
I knew that she was benefiting, but I just think she's, how do I say this?
Just say it, girl.
I think I think George's is simple. And because of that, I think she just went along
You
with
think she got played?
Mistress is smarter than George's.
She got
Mm.
played. Okay, I dig it.
You know what I mean?
I
To
dig it.
to me, she's not a genius. And so she's like, okay, I'm gonna just go along with this because I know it's gonna benefit me. So yeah, to me in that circumstance, she's just an accomplice, and Mistress is the headmaster, the
Puppet
ringleader
master.
of that whole crime. So when I think about George's, is I feel like this unearned majesty that has been bestowed upon her from out of nowhere, because when I see her lip syncs, I'm like, you're doing nothing but flailing about the stage. I mean, yes, you're hitting some routine drag queen movements, but it's not anything we haven't seen before. And you're not even like performing to the music or to the song. You're
No.
just
Yes.
doing these things because you know you can flip your hair
Yes.
and you can do this. I'm just like,
Yes.
what? That's my whole thing about Jordan. I'm just like,
You said exactly what I was thinking.
I don't get it. I don't
No.
get it.
There was
You saved all the shade and the mess for this final episode. I see. Good job.
yeah. There was
Yes.
one point
Kudos.
where she
Indeed.
wasn't even lip syncing the words. Is I like I don't know if anybody clocked it. I forget
Yes.
which bracket it was in, but there was one point where she wasn't even like mouthing the words or anything. I was like, she literally, as you say, she was just flailing around the stage.
Yes, and I like a drag queen who can lip sync to many different songs and embody the song. To
Yeah.
me, Georges does not embody the song. She just does what she knows she can do, and she
Yes.
knows that especially RuPaul is gonna be like, oh yes, do, and girl, I'm over it. I'm over it.
All right, next.
Next, moving on. Bosco and Daya with "Show Me How You Burlesque," which is a horrible name for a song,
Oh,
by Christina Aguilera.
Nobody has any thoughts.
No, I was
So
I'm filtered.
I was about to pipe in.
so the only thing that threw me with this, right, is yeah, Bosco had all the pomp and circumstance, but there was absolutely no energy behind what she was doing. She looked good while she was doing it, but like there was no energy. And then also, why did she have on those tan shoes with that silver whatever it was in the feathers? I did not understand the shoe choice with the outfit. I didn't get it. I was so thrown off. Um, I don't even remember what Dia was there. But like I just
I didn't clock that.
Oh no.
she had on tan shoes. They weren't even like tan, they were like some like brownish, like orange type of color shoe with that silver stuff that she had on. Why?
Okay.
Tell us how you really feel.
I'm just
Wait,
saying.
what's killing me what's killing me is that I didn't pay attention to that at all. And typically that is something that I'd be like, what the fuck is this? So to hear you speak, it is hilarious to me. How that was
It
a
threw,
thing for you. I love that.
it threw me off so much, especially when she did the little cartwheel, not cartwheel thing, but the little thing where her legs, feet in the air. I'm like, wait, her shoes don't match her dress.
um yeah, Bosco, I was I love the fact that she had the fans up there and didn't nobody know that they were fans until she brought them down. I loved that, but I'm with you. Her energy for every lip sync she was in, it was like she was asleep or
Yeah.
sedated. And I was like, what's going on? And then I'm thinking it was the headpiece. I'm thinking maybe that headpiece was cumbersome and or heavy. So I kept wanting her to take it off. Because I'm like, surely that thing comes off so you can actually have some freedom of movement. But it stayed on the whole time. And so I'm like, is it hurting you? Is that why you can't move your face? Like, what is going on? She was so dead to me. Her energy was so low to me. I
Yeah.
enjoyed this lip sync because of the fans and the things she was doing with them. But I wanted so much more energy from Bosco. I was very confused.
Yeah.
You would think for the final one that you would have been able to do, and like you said, throughout the season, it was just going through a routine. It wasn't really energy or effort. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe she's conserving her energy because she figured she was going to be moving on.
No, ma'am. Because even the last lip sync, she was the same way. She was the same way from start to finish. I don't understand what happened.
Hence the C rating for this season.
Correct.
Yeah.
was she like this in the previous season that she was in?
No.
It seems like she really kind of just mailed it in for this particular season. It was just consistent that she was just going through a routine. And
I wouldn't even say
I would think that if you showed that type of energy or lack of energy, they wouldn't have asked you to come back.
So I'm only talking about like this particular episode. I feel like the whole season she's been energetic. Her runways have been great. She's been more energetic just doing a runway than on these lip syncs. So that's why it's so jarring to me to see just her barely move her face this whole entire episode. She seemed like she was stoic. She seemed like she really wasn't even there. It was so confusing to me.
Very. So
Yeah.
I'm glad I wasn't the only one that noticed it because I'm like, what is happening?
No. Well, here's another example. We got Ginger and Bosco. The headpiece is still on. I wanted her to take the thing off so bad. Like we've seen it. It's
She probably have a wig
beautiful.
underneath. Like, did she have a wig like a decent wig underneath?
I think she had on hair.
She had on hair.
She had on hair. But I truly thought at some point that thing was going to come off because it seemed to be a nuisance to her at some point. Because I'm wondering just how heavy that thing was. But whatever.
Especially because it had those feathers in it in the beginning. Like, that thing has to be heavy.
That's what I'm saying. It looks like it's heavy, but maybe it's not. But even still, you're limiting. If you wanted to like do something like this, you're limiting your range of motion.
Yeah.
So take the damn thing off.
Yeah. Well, at least she ain't trying to cut herself out of a dress.
Well, I mean, yeah. Speaking of Lydia and Georges.
Even with this, I don't think Georgia won this lip sync either.
No.
Man, I don't think so either. I didn't expect her to win it.
See, and this is what. All right, this is exactly what I'm talking about. That last half a second of that clip where she's revealing her body. It's just like, girl, you do the same thing every single time. We know you're gonna strip down to have like this sexy outfit. Granted, we know your body is killer. We know you always look good, but you're doing the same thing. You got a long ponytail. You're just flailing like a fish out of water. Like, give me something different.
Yes.
There's no growth. No growth.
She has the benefit of being little, and I think Rue just likes the fact that she comes in a tiny package.
There it is. There it is. There it is.
I don't get that.
I went down the rabbit hole, and Reddit is not the place for folks if you're really trying to learn stuff about this. But honestly, there was a whole segment that I saw that were talking about that how RuPaul really does have so much favoritism to smaller contestants and has done that throughout the history of Drag Race. So as you guys are talking about it, I'm like, I didn't see anything compelling about Georges at all. But
Thank
once
you.
again,
There's
I'm not
nothing
the
to
final
see.
judge.
There's nothing to see.
It's really not. It's really not. And as I said on I don't know how many weeks ago, like Georges is a fine drag queen. There's nothing like
There's nothing
she's fine.
spectacular about her.
There's nothing
She
spectacular.
is
She's
fine.
fine. I'm not saying she's a bad drag queen. She's fine.
No,
But
yeah,
my
and
thing-
she'll
but
do well.
my point is, she's fine. She's
She's
not.
fine, but she's not fine enough to be a finalist, is what you're saying.
Yeah, and to be
Not at
loved,
all.
like so favored
I did.
in this way, I'm just like, I don't get it. I truly don't. So now I did think Lydia was going to win this lip sync because how they played up the fact that because this was the Shakira song, how they revealed the fact that she was a big Shakira fan when she was little and blah blah blah. I was like, okay, Lydia might just take this. She did not. But yeah, I would have liked to see her go on as over Georges for sure.
I don't know why I got optimistic. So just like with other organizations and how things leak about those organizations, a lot of things leak about Drag Race, right? So I saw that Georges and Ginger were the final two, like
Okay.
weeks ago.
I don't know
Okay.
where his sources are, but he always be getting it right.
He always be a child.
So like, but
He
I
knows
was
somebody.
hoping, my optimism was hoping, because looking at that lip sync in particular, my optimism was hoping, I'm like, oh well, Lydia actually might beat her. 'Cause in my opinion, Lydia beat her.
Mm,
But obviously
yeah,
the leaks were right. So yeah.
Mm.
that's wild. Okay,
Who we got
last
next?
one. I didn't skip any, right?
No, I think it's Ginger and Georges.
Yeah, Ginger and Georges. The final lip sync.
And one thing, so the Ginger also is kind of one note when it comes to lip syncs.
I agree.
She's going to mock the person she's going against. She's going to be campy no matter what the song is. She tells the exact same story every single time she lip syncs. She always, like, somebody will do a death drop and then she'll act like she's about to do it and everybody knows she's not going to do it, or a split, or whatever the case may be.
Mhm.
Like she does the same exact thing every single time. She'll take something that the other queen does and then she'll imitate it, and so there's nothing. I'm not saying Ginger didn't deserve to win, because given the final two, Ginger definitely deserved to win. However, with her,
Cold as mud, boy.
too, there's just, she also is one note when it comes to performing as far as lip syncs. Like, she does well in challenges, but as far as lip syncs are concerned, she's one note.
Yeah, but the one thing I love about her when she lip syncs is she emotes the song. Like, you feel the song when she's doing it. And yeah, she's campy, so that is her personality, and she puts that in there. But she performs the song. When you look at her and what she did on that stage against what Georges did, Georges literally did the same thing. She just twirled around, flipped, spins, death dropped, and went to the back of the stage. Every time she got on the stage, there. You know what I mean? It's just like, okay, girl, you literally could have been doing. They could have just left her on the stage, played the different songs, and just let her just keep falling around the entire 1 hour, and she'd have been fine.
Yeah.
She literally did the same thing for every single thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say that the song choice definitely was within Ginger's wheelhouse.
I don't
Yeah.
even remember the song. What was the song?
It's
It's
Raining
Raining
Men.
Men, yeah.
Yeah. And I wonder if that was set up that way.
Intention.
More than likely.
That
No,
favoritism,
but
like
wait,
you say, that
no. See,
favoritism.
I don't agree with that, because everyone picked songs, and that was the last one that was left.
No, they didn't pick that last song. That was the last song.
No. That's what I said. That's what was left.
No,
Oh,
it wasn't even
that
on. It
wasn't-
wasn't even on the choices.
Right.
They went through all the
Oh
choices.
no, you're right. You're right.
Yes.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Okay.
It's
Never
given.
mind. I
It was
take it
a
back.
scheme set up by Todd to be able to come to you with the bullshit. Like, it was fixed. You can't tell me it wasn't fixed.
Cause I wonder, like, if the song had been something like super pop current, I wonder if if Georges would have beat her. But I guess maybe not, because the very first lip sync was them two, right?
No, the very first lip sync was Ginger and Carrie.
Yeah,
Carrie. That's right. But we saw Ginger do like a pop song. She chose "Disease" by Lady Gaga, which is
yeah,
high
But
pop.
even the style of it though is still very Ginger.
Yeah, true,
yeah.
true.
So hold on. I saw something online yesterday, I guess, because we're recording the show on Sunday. Um, that when they were filming this finale, and Ginger was announced first as the first winner. 'Cause, they record both them winning.
Mhm.
Um, Georges was hysterically, well, she was crying,
She was
and
devastated.
yeah,
I
and
saw that too.
Jeria had to say, "Girl, we're gonna film you two winning," and they had to console her. And it's just like, well, I mean, girl, you can't win. I mean, somebody's gonna lose. You don't know who that is. It's gonna be probably at least I don't know when they filmed this. If it was a month ago, 2 months ago, you will find out live when everyone else finds out. Why are you going off the deep end because you did not win?
So
Because what I said about her earlier.
she's simple. So because it literally is the same thing every season. They record multiple winners. It's the same thing every season, and
Like you
then
don't you didn't you
you
didn't figure
know
it out until now? You've been
right
on the show,
She's
girl.
on the show. She knows.
exactly.
You've been on the show. You just now figuring this out?
That part. She's simple. So here's my thing too. This is just my theory, and I've said it before. I wonder had the little one, what's her name, Georges,
Hmm.
not been involved in the whole mistress of it all, if Rue would have allowed her to win. Because I've said it before, Rue does not like mean girls. The reason why Carrie came back the way she did is because of how all of that played out. You can't tell me that didn't have a hand in it.
Okay.
So I'm wondering if Georges was not involved in that, if Rue would have allowed her to win.
Well, if Georges wasn't involved in
Interesting.
that, would she have gotten this far?
Oh,
No,
that
I
because
would
she
say
wouldn't have
no.
stole.
no.
She wouldn't
I
have
would
Yeah,
stole
say
those
no.
she wouldn't have stole
points.
the point. Yeah, then no.
Yeah.
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 I that's the interesting. You have said that a couple of times, and that is an interesting perspective. We'll never know.
We'll never know.
The
We'll never
world
know.
will never know.
Yeah. But we have a
Interesting.
new winner, obviously.
Ginger
Yeah.
Minge.
The Minge, the first Latinx queen to win, apparently.
Don't say that again. Don't do
Apparently.
Apparently,
Well, people says it, so it has to be true.
it
that.
has
It
to be
has
true.
to be
I want to
true.
know where people got their source from.
I would love to know that. I can't
They
wait to see
probably
it.
do these interviews after the fact.
This lady, Ginger, no. Ginger is an American drag performer and singer. She was born Joshua Allen Eves, however you say her last name, in Leesburg, Florida. While she has not publicly specified her ethnicity, she was raised in a household with a Catholic mother and they have a Jewish heritage. That lady ain't no Latin nothing.
Oh well,
Well, I mean,
maybe the
Florida,
Catholic mother is Puerto
Cubans,
Rican.
there are
Maybe
Jewish
she's
Cubans.
maybe she's
Yeah.
Latin eye.
It's
You said
very possible. Very
Um,
possible.
We'll see. I feel like
Yeah.
she's gonna have to say something one way or
Especially
the
with
other.
You can't,
Yeah.
especially if
Really soon.
people put it out there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah.
retraction.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, anyway.
maybe people are, maybe she is. I'll give it to. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt
Yeah.
because we don't know one way or another. If she did the
Mhm.
interview with people, if people asked her, then
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen. Final thoughts before we wrap this bad boy up. Blacka, you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. I actually, and I can't say that I enjoyed this season because once again, it is my first introduction to the All Stars portion of Drag Race. I prefer the regular seasons a lot more, but it was interesting to then watch the episodes and then go online and see what other people were thinking about these people that have been on previous episodes. So that part brought me in, and I felt comfortable with that. I do not agree with the end results. I'm
Who do you think? Who do you want to win?
Yeah.
I'm curious.
listen. My wanting someone to win is not necessarily based
Okay.
off of
Who do
the
you think
total-
should? Who do you think deserves to win?
Speak freely.
That, That was a deep sigh.
Yeah,
This
don't
is
don't.
a
I
safe space.
I would have enjoyed seeing Irene win, to be honest with you, because I
Okay,
thought
Okay, I'll give you
okay.
she had
that. I'll give you.
more of the package, more of the
Okay.
package.
I'll give you
okay.
that.
I feel like we were waiting on him to say a crazy ass name, and we were gonna pounce if that was.
I
No,
thought.
no, no. Listen. I've seen the way you jump on Chris and Ronald. I was like, let me make sure I say something safe. I'm not trying to be that way.
All right, he's saying. All right,
Uh,
who's up next?
Go ahead, Annie.
Um, I don't know. I don't think I have any final thoughts. I think I've said a lot this episode. But it was a C plus. That's it. Like it was
Okay.
a C plus. I'm not mad that Ginger won, but I saw it coming a mile away. Um, a couple of weeks ago it would not have surprised me if Bosco had gotten to the end and won, because she I think she performed well the entire season. So yeah, C plus.
Okay.
My final thoughts.
Yes.
Be kind to one another.
Mm.
Isn't that what
Okay.
Jerry Springer used to say?
I was
Yeah.
like,
Hold up. He said be
These are
kind
my
to one
final
another
thoughts.
after he gave everybody in the whole episode.
Well, look,
He
this is
spent
how
his whole
this
thing
is how
giving
the,
shade to everybody.
this is how the gays do it. You throw shade and then you just say be kind.
I mean, honestly, since I don't have any, I've already expressed my distaste for this season. So there's no point in reiterating that. And I will leave with everybody say love.
Okay. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. My personal take was this was just an okay season. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed doing this with all of you guys. This has been an interesting one. You know what? Season 17 and All Stars 10 were, I think, rough for us this year.
yeah.
I don't, because I really got from you guys. You guys, I think honestly, you guys just need the drag race break. And we were commenting in our group chat yesterday that, you know, one, they did not announce any new seasons yet, new contestants for another season. Because so there's going to be, I believe, a huge break because typically Drag Race, the regular season doesn't start until January,
Yeah,
and
we
then of
won't get
course
a
All
Meet the
Stars
Queens until the end of December, depending on
December,
when they
right?
start in January. Yeah.
Right, right. And of course, there'll be other drag races around the world that are going to be premiering and stuff like that. But, you know, we typically only do the American version and the All Stars. But with that being said, we thank you guys for always joining us every week here, commenting. Don't forget to comment below so that we can interact with you guys in the comments section. Also, don't forget to like this video. Now, the like button's either on the bottom or on the sides. I don't know where. And then also subscribe to the channel. And typically hit that notification button so you get notified every time we drop a new episode. New episodes typically drop every Monday at noon. But of course, we are at the end of the road. And we'll be back for another season of Drag Race and All Stars sometime next year. So thank you to all of my co-hosts for a wonderful all-Star season and a wonderful season 17 of Drag Race.
It's
So, you
season
know, you
10.
well, no, I said regular season seven, it was
Oh, okay.
17, and then Drag Race All-Stars 10.
Oh.
So you'll be seeing around these interwebs on YouTube, on Instagram. Don't forget to follow us on all of our socials. Instagram, everyone's got Blue Sky accounts. Some people still on X. I don't know. We don't really do X, but you know. Oh, okay, okay.
I mean, I do the other side.
Yeah, yeah. We'll do that.
The dark side of
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Well,
Why
with
does
that
that
being
not
said-
surprise me one bit?
We're not gonna.
That's
We're
all
not
it's good
gonna.
for now.
I know.
Oh my
right?
gosh. But anyway, thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you guys next time. So until we see you, deuces.
Bye.